Hello all and welcome to another charity shop tat gold, where the word gold is laden with sarcasm, but the word tat may very well apply to what's being shown in this video. So what I do in charity shop tat gold is, whilst I'm out hunting in charity shops for the stuff that I actually want, I'm also looking for some random items, some odd interesting items, and perhaps the odd nice item as well that I wouldn't usually buy. And this is just to parade in front of the camera, all in the aid of having just a little bit of fun. So what I'll do is I'll show a few individual items first, and then I'll end up on what I traditionally call the bag of crap. Now that's a term of endearment as well. It's not necessarily all crap in there, however some of it might actually be. But anyway, with all that said and done, let's get on with some of the individual items now. Last episode I started with a figure of an old man, in Albert Einstein. So yes, that was a rather random and odd find. So one figure of one old man, can that be beaten? I don't know. How about two wind-up toys of two old men? That's right, we have fighting granddads, and they must be twins because they look very similar. They're wearing. I must admit, this box looks like it's been in a smoker's house. It is a little bit off colour, and so is their cardigans, I guess, with their red sweaters and their grey trousers. But there they are. I say there they are. They both. Oh yes, they have. They've both got canes, and they're sort of wielding them in the air. And on the box side, it looks like they're fighting for a WWE title belt by the looks of it. Clash of the old timers is what they're going with there. And the box art's pretty cool. There's a bus stop there with some things written on it. What have we got? The timetable, which apparently is the same as the London Underground symbol I've noticed at the top there. So they start off in Jamtown, which is where they're from. Is it? I guess so. It might have something to do with the fact they're made by a company called Jam. So, right, they start in Jamtown, they go to the shopping centre, they go to the post office, then to Longtooth, wherever that is, and then back to Jamtown. So that's, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? What, a 4-hour journey? That's a slow bus, either that or they're very far apart. Oh, we've got more stuff on here, look. Also available, we've got racing nuns. Holy smoke, well done. Love the pun there. And we've got racing grannies as well, crippling speed. So if they're old females, they basically race. Or if they're females, they just race. Nuns don't necessarily have to be old. They're just stereotyped into that, aren't they, really? If you've seen the film Nuns on the Run, there's a couple of young nuns in that. But yes, nuns are of all age. But anyway, what we're saying there is women race, whereas old men, basically, they fight. And we're going to have to get these out, aren't we? We're going to have a little play with these. We are going to have a little play with these. Some stuff on the back there. These ferocious old-timers have been battling for years. Wind them up, watch them go. Special super swinging arm action. All-out frail fisticuffs. And can we get this? It's actually sealed. These have never been out. They're about to have their debut battle each. There we go. Luckily we've got the old knife on standby. Here we go. Right, how easy are these going to be to get out of the box? Right, there we go. We'll gently move that out of the way without bashing the camera or the lights. And oh yes, the plastic here is going to be. Oh, maybe their cardigans haven't got yellow. It's just where this plastic's gone a bit yellowy. Oh, there we go. Sorry for the noise of that plastic. I did try to keep it down, but it's difficult. Oh, there we go. Oh, extra peripherals come with your wind-up fighting granddads. They both got the same bit. Oh, he's managed to hold on to his as I've taken it out. Right, let's move that out the way as well. Right. But let's just wind one up, see what happens. There he goes. Oh, he does walk as well. Can we actually get these to have a little fight? It's going to take up all my time here at this rate. Should we just not worry about this, I suppose? No, it's on now. Okay. Ugh, this one really doesn't want to hold on to it. He wants to leave his shopping behind, doesn't he? He'll upset your wife if you don't do that. Right. Quick. Do the other one. Looks like he's dancing on the spot. These are probably making a horrendous noise. But there we go. Look at him go. Battle for the ages. Oh, he stopped. But that's only because I wound him up first. Oh, no. He's having a go at me now. All right. Calm down. Oh, no. They haven't finished. There we go. That's it. Wind down. But, yeah, absolutely 100% wins there, aren't they? Look, brothers, sibling rivalry. He really doesn't want to hold on to this, but bad moulding. Anyway, let's put the old timers over here. Over there you go, you old codger. Hold on to your bag. I'll just pop that there. Anyway, right. Now that fun's out the way. What have we got here? Oh, yes, the price tag's falling off of this, but some spare computer keys, apparently. It cost 50p at the time. Let's move that off. That's just from my own memory. But there we go, spare computer keys. Use these keys in a computer crisis to avoid techno tantrums. Simply stick one or more on your keyboard for a foolproof backup. Right, so if you're sticking one or more onto your computer, are you sticking it onto an existing key, which really means they're not doing anything? But or are they making an extra key for these? If all else fails, you can restart by pressing the ejector seat. So you've got a panic and a panic over button and the ejector seat button. Do these kind of contradict themselves a little bit? Is that how are you avoiding a tantrum by making everybody else panic? Because that's what that button would imply they would do. Panic over, ejector seat. That's a little bit extreme, isn't it? There we go. Contents, spare computer keys. Well, blow me. That's it's not what I expected at all in this pack, is it? Right, warning. This is not a toy. Please. Okay, these are actually serious products. Warning, this is not a toy. Loose keys may present a choking hazard. Please keep packaging for future reference. Yes, what future reference do you actually need from this package? Made in China, apparently. There we go. Yeah, okay. The other thing that you might need, yeah, makes a little to no sense at all. There we go. Right, what have we got next? Oh, I love this. I love this. I saw this and I had to have it straight away. How old is this? Unfortunately, I have inspected the box a little bit already because I wanted to know how old this thing was. And there's no year on it, but talk about retro. Look at that. That is a retro organizer for you, isn't it? Look at that. Tortoise, push button, telephone index. Man, before we even knew what a mobile phone was, let alone a smartphone, these are what you had next to your telephone indoors, clearly, to keep your contacts on. But I don't think this one's been used. Bit of felt there. Look at that. No expense spare. That'll stop it sliding. Authentic, very old brown. And yeah, you press a button and it pops up to the letter that you want. There we go. So we've got look, A, B, C, D, E, and F can all go. What A and B? Everybody knows a lot of A's and B's apparently. You'd have thought W, X, Y, and Z might have, been split up rather than the A and B. But anyway, right, there we go, C, D, E, and F. Unfortunately, you can't know many E's because this side seems to be a lot slimmer than that side. And there we go. And by the way, just in case this is far too much effort for you or you don't want to tip it forward, there's a button to bring it back down for you. Look at that. Just endless fun, that, isn't it? So, look, well, what happens if you press 2 at once? That confuses the fuck out of it, basically. And the funny thing is, I have actually flicked through this, and there's literally, it's never been used as well. I doubt that's worth any money, but I just, do you know what? I saw this sort of, there's something about the vintagey looking retro-y boxes like this that just made me want to actually have to have it. Absolutely love it. Can we put this back into the box? Can we? Can we, he says. Because I kind of want to keep that. A lot of the stuff I do actually either give back to charity shops with the theory that if they took it once, they'll take it again. Or, yeah, I'm not going to lie, sometimes some things are worth selling on. But I doubt that's worth it. But I absolutely love that. I can't lie. Look at that. Very convenient in home or office. There you go. It's a work thing as well. Okay, next up. Everyone who plays swing ball indoors? Well, you can. Fun Fingers Swing Ball will tie you up in knots. That doesn't sound like fun being tied up in knots. We'll tie up in knots. Swing ball. Well, there we go. Bring the garden indoors. I must admit, as a kid, I did have swing ball outside, and I did actually love it. And it was annoying when it got to dark, and you'd end up trying to play it in the dark and not notice the tennis ball come around again. It smack you in the side of the face. But yeah, bring the garden indoors. The Fun Fingers Swing Ball brings all the fun of the full-size version into your office, classroom. I doubt that would ever happen. That might get confiscated rather quick if you took it to school, or literally anywhere indoors. Once assembled, affix the base to the flat. Well, yeah, it's obviously going to be assembled. I ain't fit it in this by the looks of it. It looks quite tall there. Either that or it's very miniature. Right, once assembled, fix the base to the flat surface with the sucker. And then you can bash the swing ball to your heart's content. With the sucker, what, you're going to handcuff the person who bought it to it. But these sort of like novelty little items, I remember as a kid in British home stores, they used to create a section near Christmas and it used to be full of these sort of things. So anyway, let's have a look and see how easy it is to put together. We've got there's the 2 bits of rod. Okay, we've got a sucker in here somewhere. We've got a little pack of something. Oh, right, okay. Oh, God. It's going to take 10 minutes to put this together. I hope there's well, I say the base, but the base comes in 2 parts. Put the box down there for now. Right. So that goes into there. Oh, we've got a couple of little washers here for some reason. Let's get these bits out. I'm guessing that bit there screws into the bottom through the base to secure it in place somehow. Come on, out you come. Come on, there we go. Right, let's pop you down there for a minute. Right, so, well, that obviously goes into there. There we go. Is this going to be too tall for my camera setup, I think? Right, there we go. That's that done. And then that pops... Oh, right, I think we need to use the washers to stop that sliding through so much. Otherwise, it will just... Unless you just want it to sit on the floor, but then it'll wobble around. These will take up the slack. I am on this already, so that needs to go onto there like that. Oh, then we need to put the other one there. I don't think the other one's too important. And then we need to put this bottom bit here, he says. And that should then... squeeze everything together nicely, he says. Look at that. No instructions supplied, but I don't need your damn instruction. Okay, it's a little bit too tall for the camera setup that I've got, but there we go. All right, so yeah, I must admit, I don't think I need the sucker, as it says. Can we move this back and then perhaps just tilt the camera up just a little bit? There we go. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? It's probably got too much. Look at that. There we go. Who'd have known? Who'd have knew? Who'd have knew? Oh, there we go. It's going around on its own. Maybe it will be hours of fun, but this is hard to do while looking through a camera. There we go. Well, that's a unique novelty little item as well. And then you can push that on there, and then that'll make it stick to something, I suppose. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty cool, actually. That's a very novelty item to give away for Christmas, actually. Right, let's pop that over there next to the useless computer keys, and we don't really need you, but let's lower this down again, just so we can see more of the next item of crap. Actually, next item isn't crap. I take that back. This is going to come under the nice item that I wouldn't normally buy. And I saw this, and I thought, well, that's interesting, isn't it? It's obviously some sort of wind-up thing, and these two little things dance here. And, yeah, spin around a little circle. So, yes, the little wind-up thing is at the bottom. I don't want to make it go on for too long. Oh, it's made a ding already. There we go. I don't want the song. We're going to start. Oh, there we go. And then you pop these on here, and they go round. There we go. They look like these two are now, don't they? It's like a cutesified version of the old men fighting, isn't it? This one, Jesus Christ, look at that. What's he been on? He's really going for it. There we go. We finished already. I don't want to wind up too much, you know, copyright and all that. Yeah, from the makers of You Are My Sunshine. But there we go. That was the odd random nice item that I wouldn't normally buy. But there we go. He feels a little bit lopsided, so maybe he's the pisshead of the two. There we go. Yeah, but yeah, that's the odd nice item that I wouldn't normally buy. There we go. I actually kind of want to wind that right up and annoy myself for X amount of minutes, however long that takes. But anyway, let's pop you over. Oh, the cool telephone. Let's pop you over here and have you fall over and stay there. There we go. And let's go on. We're going to move swiftly on to the bag of crap, which, as we can see, has got a lot of bloody minions in it. Minions. Do you know what? I think if you go into a charity shop and look for something minion related, you're always going to find something. I think they literally do get everywhere, and I'm not just talking about finding the latest DVD or whatever they have released. But anyway, there's other stuff in there as well, so we'll start from the top and we'll split it open and let's have a look. And the obvious thing here is, for some reason, we have got a giant, well, giant in comparison to some of the other items in here. A purple rabbit, and if you're a purple fella, you might want to seek some sort of health advice there, because that's not a natural colour for you to be. Yes, I don't think it's anything special, any well-known manufacturer or anything. Look, it's the Championship Edition. There we go. It's just a plush toy, apparently. You're not even worthy of being called a rabbit. That's a bit hard. It's a bit hard, a bit harsh. There we go. Anyway, we'll call you Roger, because that's just very cliche, isn't it? You know, just, block the old men and they can bash you from... Oh, that sounds wrong, doesn't it? Right, okay, what else have we got here? Do you know what? We've got a bag of soldiers here. We're going to take those out and put them to the side, and we'll do something stupid with those at the end. But it looks like we're rather populated with minions, and we've got one here that's a prisoner, which has got a tattoo on his face, and got a switch on. Is that a switch on the back? Oh no! It's look at that. Good old Jerry, Bob, Stan, Terry, whatever he's called. There he is, working out. I think these were McDonald's toys, actually. That's actually pretty cool. That's actually pretty cool. I thought it was actually a switch, and you know, it got a little battery in it, and he said something or whatever. But do you know what? I brought this up in a previous video, maybe cards or blind bags or something like that. But I always wondered, like, minions don't have no neck, so is this just a giant head with limbs, or is it a body that has a face on it? and has limbs? There we go. That is the great minion question that needs to be answered now. But there we go. That's I like that. There we go. I'm playing away with that already. There we go. You can be cuddled by the purple bunny, Roger, who we called him now. There we go. We've got another one here. This is he's got one red eye and one green eye, sort of like a port and starboard thing going on there, isn't he? He's got a little switch here. Does what? Ah, see, that looks like, I see he does have a battery and he has a switch. But I'm guessing that, oh, there's a button on the front. Is it supposed to? Oh no, it's battery's gone dead. I reckon with a green and no, they look too painted. Hang on, look closer. No, they're definitely painted. They're not clear. I thought his eyes might light up or something like that. That's a shame that doesn't work. Never mind. Batteries go flat, I suppose, especially if kids get older and play with it. And for some reason, he's very disproportionate to the convict. He's clearly been working out. He's bulked right up. Right, who have we got here? Then this one is upside down. It's a Royal Guard by the looks of it. Or is it Scottish? That's kind of got a Scottish flag on the front there, isn't he? Is that what he is? Is he a Scottish Guard? Oh, he's also got a switch. No. Or was it already on, which is probably why it's flat. Oh, I guess they might say something. That's a real shame, actually. Hopefully one of these works. We've got a few more to go before we're out there, but we'll put you there. I thought that was the same as the first one then for a minute, but this one looks like it's a pirate, and he's decided to slice his head open a little bit by putting that on there. Switch. Oh yeah, no, that would be on. Is there a button then that does something? No, the feet don't press in or anything like that. No, I think they're just all dead batteries. Probably all dead batteries. Mind you, it's in the charity shop. I think charity shops are supposed to remove batteries before they sell something. But anyway, we're building a right minion army over here. We'll keep aiming for the minions. We've got one here. There's a little bit cold and holding his belly like he's just eating something, or just maybe drank a hot drink or something. Yeah, look, there we go. That's supposed to be on and nothing's happening. Someone will tell me in the comments, like, no, you're supposed to twist this, you're supposed to pull this, or something like that in a minute, won't they? But these are actually quite nice for what they are. Being McDonald's toys, McDonald's toys aren't really worth anything nowadays unless they're really, really super old. Right, so we've got bath time minion covering up his little minion fella, I reckon, with that bathrobe there, giving it a good old stretch and yawn. Why his goggles green over the brown and silver that everybody else has got? Oh, he's a ninja. Oh, it looks like that was a bathrobe. No, it's looks like he's. Oh, yeah, looks like karate or judo or something. I take that back about the bathrobe. But there we go. We've got us. Yeah, he's got a switch on. That's probably not going to work. Ah, come on, minion army. Don't let me down. There's two more minions. Don't worry, we need done with minions. We've got a very tall minion there with his arms folded. I would say he's got his arms folded, so he might be pissed off, but he's actually smiling. So there we go. Again, we'll just try it for shits and giggles, really. But oh, he sounds like he's broken inside, and I don't mean mentally. I mean as a toy. There we go. Right, pop you on there. It looks like he's got. Yeah, giant yellow something. Now I've put that there, right? And the last minion before we got a few non-minion items in here as well. We've got a caveman minion here, who's also got. Yeah, put the switch on for shits and giggles, really, but it's not going to work. Caveman Flintstone minion. We've got gloves to match. He's say undergarment. It's shorts or whatever. But there we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's got to be divisible, otherwise, evenly. Otherwise, I'm not happy. Got to have your minions be able to split in half because they need a minion buddy, if they ever to go off adventure and shit like that. But there we go. So we got all those. We've got some non-minion thing here from Peppa Pig, which for a minute those balloons look like it had painted on booze, which was a little bit worrying for me personally. Articulation, the legs go backwards and forwards, so you can just sort of rock on the spot, looking like she's having an absolute nervous breakdown or something like that. There we go. But there we go. There's something from Peppa Pig. You can be scared by sitting amongst all the minions. Another plushy soft toy here. This time it's a dolphin, so we'll call that Flipper or Echo because, why not? From Salco, Harlow, UK. And there's a postcode. Right, there we go. Somewhere in that region makes dolphin toys for some reason. There we go. Something you can hang it from the roof there if you want to imagine it's flying rather than swimming. But there we go. So yeah, we'll call you Echo, seeing as we do like our games rather than Flipper. Stand up, you there. Right, and then lastly we've got a bag within the bag. It's a bag full of, what the hell are these? Let's pour them all out. There we go. We've got 4 different colours, and we've got some dangly googly eyes. Oh, for some we got. Why have we got? Looks like we got. Looks like, yeah. Okay. Okay. Looks like we've got bollocks. Why have we got bollocks? We've got testicles with eyes for some reason. What are these all about? What are the purpose of these? I don't get it. Does anybody know in the comment section? Why have we got these? Why do these exist? What are they? You can hang them on your. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, that looks a bit rude now, doesn't it? There we go. Especially if we turn it round. Oh dear. Right, yeah, we're getting a little bit X-rated here, so we'll just pop these eyes over here. There's a lot of eyes over here, isn't there, with all the minions and the rabbits and the dolphins and the dancing things over here. And we've got some of these. We've got some army men. Let's just open this up and see the quality of these army men. Pretend they're from Toy Story. That instantly increases the value, but they're very flimsy, thin and cheap. And this is what I do. I've done this with army men before. We just tip them all out and just, yeah. I don't know how many there are, but there are loads of them now, and now it's going to take me forever to pick them all up. The caveman has just absolutely can't believe how many there are and has fainted over there, but yeah, we've got loads of them. Look at that. There we go. They're going to attack the minions now. There we go. Minions versus army men. Make the movie, Disney. There we go. So we've got loads of... They are quite cheap. I'm going to put these all back in the bag now because they will go back to a charity shop because there's quite a lot of them. Do kids even play with army men anymore? You know, Andy from Toy Story did, but even he's old now. Are the current generation moving on to these? But they feel cheap, to be honest with you. Do you know what? I said they feel cheap, but they're not made up of very flimsy plastic, so maybe I didn't give them as much credit as they deserve. So there we go. Carry on battling the minions and the thing from Peppa Pig as one falls on the floor in front of me. Let's find that one and just throw it back into the arena. Right, so there we go, ladies and gentlemen. If you really want to know how many of these army men there are, and now I'm going to make myself count them, there are this many. There we go. There's a number for you, just in case you really needed to know. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's another Charity Shop Tap Gold episode going in the history books now. We're done with that. What is your favourite item? Mine, by far, I thought you'd think it'd be the Flying Granddads, but I really love that telephone index. If I find anything with like a ye-old box here, I'm going to buy it, and you'll probably see it in a future episode. But yeah, I love it. I'm definitely going to be looking out for more things like that. And it's just amazing that it's of that age, and not got a single bit of writing on it. Never, ever been used. So there we go. So ladies and gentlemen, as the army men keep falling on the floor, throw him back in the into the mix. Yes, so there we go, ladies and gentlemen. If you have enjoyed this episode, I say this is episode, I think 7. This is from memory now. Please do check out the playlist on these and watch the previous episodes. But if you have enjoyed this episode, hitting a thumbs up would be pretty awesome. As I just hit that with my hand. These would be horrible if there are loads of them on the floor and you tread on them. Worse than Lego? No, nothing's worse than Lego. But anyway, if you have enjoyed it, stick a thumbs up. That would be awesome. Please do consider subscribing if you enjoyed this episode and you're new to the channel. If you do subscribe, I will love you for it. Do love all my current subscribers as well. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. And as always, please do take care.